Good evening. Good evening.
Mm, Mr. Frank,
Yes, my brother.
how are you?
No, I'm very good. By the grace of God, I'm good.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
and you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed
Ah,
always.
that's good. That's good.
Yes. Yes. Everyone else, how are you? Let me hear others how they are. I didn't get a chance to greet anyone. Everyone else, how are you?
Fine, thank fine, thank
Fine.
you. And how are you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Who is that? I'm just saying PC.
Oh,
Those are
this
not
is
your. Who's that?
no, this is Humphrey. This is Humphrey from Zambia.
Oh, I'm free from Zambia. Amazing.
Yes, yes, please.
Where are you all from, actually? I think that's a very crucial thing. Let's talk about that before we go back to what we're talking about. I see Mr. Ebed there.
Pardon?
Yeah.
I'm here
Yes, Mr. Ebed, where are you from?
from Ghana.
Oh, Ghana. I see Ghana. Who else? Richie Katz. Who is that? Who is that? Where are you from? Some of you, maybe these are not your real names. Some of the names that I'm seeing here, Vago Parts. Is that your name? Some of you didn't put your real names here. Okay.
Cargo Part City.
Okay, so I think to simplify the thing, so that I continue with what I was trying to explain, everyone who is here on the stream, just in the chat box, there's a chat box there. Just type your real name, please, and where you are now. Your real name and where you are. Just type it in the chat box there. I'll read as I'll be talking. Right, so let's go back to what I was talking about. You can just in the chat box there. You can just type your name and where you are. Mr. Frank in UK, yes. Mr. Herbert, Ghana, wonderful. Right, so let's proceed. Let's proceed. John Deben, amazing. Amazing. Leroy, Cyprus, amazing. Oh, Leroy, I know Leroy. Some of you I don't know you, that's why I'm asking the names. Patrick from Uganda, Vusi, Mr. Vusi, I know him. Joy, I know Joy. Um Tola Kele, Chobek. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So let's go back to what we were talking about. If you haven't, you can just Wongani from South Africa. Interesting. Dinzo Mpumalanga. Okay. 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 Right. So what I need you to understand is you a human being. Let's talk about that. A human being is a being that is too powerful to an extent that if it thinks that is not powerful, it will actually start to express a lack of power. A human being is a being that you are too powerful to an extent that when you even start to think that you're not powerful, you start to exhibit or express weakness. That's how powerful you are. A human being was made too powerful to an extent that they can they can determine, they can actually make themselves to have bad experiences as well as good experiences. That's how powerful you are. Forget about the devil, forget about anything else externally. Let's focus about you. You. How powerful you are, you as a being. You are powerful enough to an extent that you have power to detect or determine how life responds to you. I was talking this other day, having a midnight discussion with one student. Um, I was trying to explain life in a better from a certain angle that they don't understand. Like I was trying to say, do you know that? Are you aware, number one, that earth, this earth that you're living on or in, this earth didn't fall from the sky. It came as a byproduct, or it was made by God. That's what we all know, right? And as far as um our knowledge is concerned, God is a spirit, not a body, not a soul, is a spirit. So how does a spirit how does a spirit produce something? Okay. How does an intangible thing, because a spirit is intangible, you can't touch it like physically, okay? How does an intangible thing produce a tangible thing? What I'm saying now, it will help you to understand how you have been producing your life experiences yourself. So, how does an intangible spirit, who is God, produce something tangible which we can touch, which is the earth? Unless there is something also spiritual about the earth. Because how can a spirit not give birth to a spirit? You can only produce after your kind. You can't you can't produce something that you are not. A mango seed will only give birth to mangoes. So earth came as a command by God. Okay? Meaning there has to be something spiritual about this earth that you think it's physical. You think earth is physical, right? Because you can see it with your eyes, physical eyes. But I'm trying to bring it to a certain perspective now that let's look at where it came from. It didn't come from a physical location. There is no other location where earth was taken from and then they put it here. No. It came from it came from a spirit. It came from the spirit. So it has to be spiritual as well. Then you look at even the contents of earth. Everything in the earth it came about as a command. There was no location, physical location, where these things were taken from and placed in the earth. These things were commanded into being and they came about. Then imagine, I want you to look at this now. After doing such an amazing project like that, God, who is a spirit, now decides, no, man, this is a very interesting thing. This is a very interesting movie to watch. Imagine watching a movie where you are initially there's you alone, God. Then you decide who shows up in the movie and how they show up. You decide how everything that you're going to, how everything that you want shows up. So after having seen such power or such exhibition of power, such expression of power, God then went on to decide to make something similar to himself. A being that can do the same, the same, a being that can express the same power. Then God decided to make you. Imagine, I'm trying by all means. I'm trying, but I'm really trying here. I'm trying to crack into your mind and make you to see how powerful you are, how powerful you've always been. Maybe you're not aware. I'm just bringing your mind to a conscious awareness of how powerful you are, so that you realize that you have been the mastermind causing how things how things have been playing out in the movie of your life. So every single human being was now made with the same ability that God has. Let us make men in our likeness, in our image, in our likeness. Making a man in your likeness and in your image is simply you making a certain being who can do the same things that you can do. Even if they are not God, but they can do they can do as you can do. Okay? So these are some of the ideas that even the guys in the Matrix, they don't want humanity to know. In as much as some of these ideas are plain, like even in the Bible, where you find so many things being spoken about directly in the Bible. But these guys in the Matrix, they will make sure that some of the ideas that are even in your Bible, you don't even accept them as truth. For example, what I just explained now. This is not from Google. This is this is in your Bible. Then you find so many scriptures. You are being told, "Oh, you are gods. You are gods. You are gods. You are gods." When they are saying you are gods, they're not saying you are now God. No, they're simply saying you were born. You came as as a being that can exhibit the same power that God has. So, do you know that to an extent that even in the eyes of God right now, every single human being, everyone is determining whether they are going to be rich or they are going to you determine how your life is playing out. Even when you pray and say, God bless me, God make me a millionaire this year. That prayer on its own, you saying that, you're actually exhibiting that power. You even praying that prayer, that kind of prayer, say, God make me a millionaire. You need to also understand this God that you're praying to, where is he? Okay? And wherever he is, how is he going to answer that prayer? Is that a request, or it's actually a command that you have released into the atmosphere or into life, and life will bring it back to you? When the Bible talks about seed time and harvest time, when it talks about you reap what you sow, you reap what you sow. How many times have you read such a scripture? You reaping what you sow. That goes to answer the question that people have always had for centuries. People have always had this question that if God is there, why is he allowing some to be rich, others to be poor? Is he the one determining who is going to be rich and who is going to be poor? No. He gave all these individuals the same capacity. The same capacity that Elon Musk has within him. The same divine nature is the same one that you have now. Okay? You might have just the only difference there might just be you on your side. Number one, you might not even be aware, consciously aware how powerful you are, consciously aware how you have been using the same nature to produce the kind of experiences that you have been going through. You have been using the same power to produce terrible experiences. It's the same power. It's the same power even once millions start to come. Is that same ability that you're going to be using. So here's my point. Every single human being under the earth, you are writing the story of your life as well as acting that story. You are writing a script and acting out the script. Life, when it looks at every single human being, it looks at them based on the the commands that they are releasing, the energy that you are releasing. Life responds to that. when the Bible says God is not he doesn't select, he doesn't pick sides or whatsoever. What they're simply saying is life, the way it was built to respond to the kind of energy that you're offering. If you release negative energy, you are planting, okay? And you are going to reap what you have planted. So some of you, maybe you think planting is you taking a physical seed and placing. Yes, that is planting. But on a lower level of understanding, that is planting. The higher level of understanding of planting, every single time, listen to this. Every single time when you begin to imagine, to think, to feel, to speak, anything, you are planting seeds into your life. Seeds that will play out as harvest tomorrow, as harvest next week, as harvest next month, as harvest next year. You are writing a script that you want life to play out. When they say life and death is in the power of the tongue, to show you that you are the one causing these things. Why didn't they say life and death is in the power of God? Life and death is in the power of the devil. Some of you, there are some of you who still think that you are having these terrible experiences because there's a devil out there fighting you. In as much as the guy is there, that guy, the only things that he can do to you are things that you permit him to do. He can only destroy you as far as how much you've allowed destruction to happen. You determine how far you want the devil to deal with you. If you want him to mess up your finances alone and never touch your health, he will mess up the finances and leave the health. If you want him to to affect your health and not touch your finances, he will affect the health. And don't think that he will affect these things directly necessarily. He uses your power against you. He makes you actually to use your own power against yourself. I'm trying now to bring you to an understanding. If you still have that belief that there's a devil fighting me, there are witches, there are village, my people in the village, they don't want me to prosper. Let me tell you the truth now. If you still believe there's a devil out there fighting you, any devil out there fighting you, they just make you to use your own power against yourself. That's his weapon. He will make you to think so negative. He will put thoughts in your own mind because this guy has an understanding that planting is beyond just this physical planting. You plant even with your thoughts. Next time when you're going to think anything, know that I'm planting. Right now, if you are thinking that, hey, my year is over. Hey, this year, my finances, my finances, they are going to end badly. You are planting. You are planting. You are going to reap what you are sowing. You are sowing. When you are thinking, you are sowing. When you are imagining, you are sowing. When you are speaking, you are sowing. When you are feeling, you are sowing. You are sowing into life and you are going to reap. Don't think that you will reap because anyone else. So, no, you reap exactly what you're sowing. So, even when God is now blessing you, he still uses that divine nature that he gave you to bless you. He will still you. So, I'm trying by all means to bring you to a point of understanding that you are the one determining how events are playing out. If events are playing out in a way that you don't like. You, number one, accept that you are the one, you caused it to play out like that. That's the first point. Number two, how then now can I make events to play out differently? The same way you made them to play out badly is the same way you make them to play out good. I don't know if you guys are understanding this. So God gave every human being the same divine nature. How we are using that divine nature to create our life experiences is the one which is the reason now which is making our life experiences to be different. It's not even because this that. No, we are just using our divine natures differently. Others, they are using their divine natures in a negative way, and life respond. Do you know the last point that I said in the last session? I was saying it's not up to life to either make you rich or poor. It's not even up to God or the devil. It's not up to life to make you rich or poor. It's not even up to the market to make you a profitable trader. It's not up to the market. It's up to you. It's up to you. You your life is not in the hands of life. Your life is not in the hands of fate, like what some of you would like to call it. Your life is not in the hands of the government. It has always been in your hands, where you choose how you want it to play out. You choose. It's by choice. How this year is going to end. If you're going to end this year with $1 million, 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion in the bank, it's simply because you used your divine nature correctly in that direction. Someone who end their year badly, terribly, some they will even die. Some have even died. Some are still dying even as we speak. You will realize that once you elevate yourself to this level of understanding, some of the deaths that you are seeing every day, people, they are killing themselves. You think killing yourself is you hanging yourself or even drinking poison. That's your own level of, that's you only think that's the only version of you killing yourself. You kill yourself every time when you speak anything negative towards your life, towards your finances, towards every time when you begin to think. I was telling this other guy, this other student, that you are your biggest witch. He was trying to explain, why are things not moving? And I went blunt straight to the point. You have been your biggest witch your whole life. I don't know from when, but for the majority of your life, you have been your biggest witch. He said, what do you mean? I said, listen to me. Witchcraft is simply directing negative energy towards a person, towards a person's life. That's witchcraft. So most of you will be shocked, even as I'm speaking, that even today, if I ask you how many times have you bewitched yourself, if you understand it from this perspective, where it's simply you directing negative energy towards your life, even towards your money, towards your finances. If you have directed negative energy in form of what you're imagining, what you're thinking, what you're saying, and how you're even feeling, you have been bewitching yourself. Look at how you have been bewitching yourself your whole life. Your whole life, your whole entire life right now. I don't know how many years you have lived on earth, but look at how you have been bewitching yourself every single second, minute, every single hour, every single day. You're confessing, you're sowing negativity after negativity, negativity after negativity. You expect to reap positivity. Come on. Life is not stupid. Life operates based on laws, sir. If you plant negativity, you have to reap negativity. You, not others. If you sow negative, right now, if you sow a negative thought and say, my trading is not working, my trading will never work. This thing is confusing me. You are sowing. Some of the confusions that some of you are now experiencing, even on the market, you sold those confusions back then through what you even said, through what you were even thinking. Some of you, you fell victim of even what you heard on social media. You opened your phone like this, went to Instagram, went to YouTube, went to whatever platform. Someone else out there with a negative mindset spoke a certain word and you believed it. You fell victim of their negativity, and now you're experiencing the results of their negativity. Your trading is messed up now because of someone else whose mindset was so messed up. They took their phone, they took their camera, placed it in front of them. Guys, trading is so hard. Trading is very difficult to understand. This thing is complicated. And you, because you don't understand how even your mind works, how your life works, you listen to that guy and you believed him. And that's the day that your trading began to go down. These things, most of these things, they are beyond technicals. Before we even go to the technicalities of things, we'll talk about that. But before you even go far there, most of these things are spiritual. Most of these things are psychological. It's a mindset game. It's a mind game, this thing. Okay? I told you in the beginning, where did the earth come from? It didn't just fall from the sky. This earth that you see, you can see with your physical eyes. It is a certain spiritual DNA within it. It only understands spiritual language. When you're talking about spiritual language, your thoughts, that's spiritual language. Your words, that's spiritual language. Your feelings, that's spiritual language. Your imagination, that's spiritual language. When you're utilizing those faculties, earth looks at what you are releasing and it gives you more of that. It looks at the energy that you are releasing. That's why you see when you begin to think so much negative, even negative people, you will not even call them to say come. You will see them coming. You just be walking like this, driving whatever or doing whatever. Negative people that are vibrating at the same level of negativity like you find yourself mingling up together like this. That's the law of life. The law of life. Life operates in a certain order where once you begin to think and use your spiritual faculties, your imagination, your thoughts, your words, your feelings, when you begin to use these things in the direction of the things that you're trying to accomplish, or in the direction of the realities that you want to experience, you will see how even the dots will begin to connect towards that. Right now, the reason why dots are connecting in the negative, in the other, you don't even call bad results to come or even bad news to come. They are just coming left, right, and center. You're not even calling them, hey guys, now it's time now. No, they're just coming. It's a law of life. Even good news, once they begin to come, they will begin to come based on the energy that you're offering. You won't even need to call. You won't even need to sweat for some of these things to happen. So, what am I saying? I'm saying, if you are going to become a millionaire, let me not use if. If me saying if, I'm actually even doubting your potential. That's even me being a witch. I'm you see now, I'm showing you even how some of these things apply even now. If I say if you are going to become a millionaire, in this instance, I've already become your witch. So you are going to become millionaires this year. Okay? As you are going to become a millionaire, this is how you are going to become a millionaire. You're going to become a millionaire. Firstly, the most important part of your becoming a millionaire is your internal state. When I'm talking about your internal state, how you are utilizing these spiritual faculties that I spoke about, You do not, like, I remember this other time when I tried to explain to you a simple point that if you are sick, you don't get healed by saying, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick. That's not how you that's not how you get healed. You actually get healed by the opposite way. Remember, life and death is in the power of the tongue. Okay? If life and death is in the power of the tongue, which means you can actually bring life into your life using the same tongue. Okay? So, here's my assignment to everyone here. My spiritual assignment to everyone here. My psychological or mindset assignment to everyone here. For the rest of this month, we have almost 2 weeks now to get to the end of July. I want you to do a simple exercise. At the end of the month, we have, obviously, we might have other sessions, obviously, before we even get there. But I want you to see the change where I want you to fast, not fasting food. Not fasting from food, no. I want you to eliminate any imagination, any thought, any feeling, any word that does not vibrate at the same frequency with the millionaire version of you. If you imagine anything that your millionaire version would never imagine, eliminate that imagination. If you start to think thoughts that the millionaire version of you would never think, eliminate those thoughts. If you start to feel feelings of defeat, feelings of hopelessness, feelings of negativity that the millionaire version of you would never even feel, eliminate those feelings. If you start to speak words that your millionaire version would never, the millionaire you would never even say such a word. The millionaire version of you would never say something like, I want to quit. I feel like quitting. This is hard. My life is not moving. The millionaire version of you would never speak like that. Eliminate that vocabulary from your tongue. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. Your tongue is determining how events are playing out. I want you to do this exercise starting from even this second. These are things that even before even we get to midnight, you can even start to see changes. You know, life, this thing that you're calling life, some of you are still yet to understand it. This thing you're calling life is controlled from within. This thing you're calling life is controlled from within. The external is just like a mirror playing out what is happening within. Before you are sick on the outside, you must have been sick inside. You must have, at a certain point, imagined yourself sick, thought about you being sick, spoke about it. Me, there are other people that died with their own tongue. Me, this headache will kill me one day. This headache, guess what killed them? Guess, if you check, if you ask the doctors, how did that person die? The same headache that they were saying, this headache will kill me one day. It did. It has finally killed them. If that person goes to heaven, they might even be crying in heaven. Not because heaven in heaven you are supposed to be crying, but they'll be crying because they used their power on earth in a wrong way. So all of you here, you are going to become millionaires this year. As you are going to become millionaires this year, just follow what I'm telling you now. Hear this last point before we close. You are not going to think like a millionaire when you have become a millionaire. Some of you think, maybe I'll start thinking like a millionaire when the million is now in the bank. No. The reason why it's not yet in the bank is because of that thinking that you have. You think that it has to land in the bank for you to start to imagine yourself as one. No. It's actually the opposite. You imagine yourself as one. That's what will make it to land in the bank. Because money only goes where it belongs. Money only goes where it belongs. And where does it belong? It belongs to the people who feel like they deserve it. It belongs to the people who just have belief systems that are in line with it. I don't know if you guys are getting it. As you are becoming a millionaire this year, you are not going to start thinking like a millionaire when the million is in the bank. You are not going to start feeling or moving like a millionaire when the million has landed. It's not landing because you are waiting for something external to change. And the external is also waiting for something internal to change. You see now, you are waiting for the bank account to change. The bank account is actually waiting for your internal state to change. Then things and events outside will begin to add up until that dream or that goal, that desire is now in your life. So you don't wait for outward circumstances to shift. Outward circumstances are waiting for you to shift, then they shift. Life is actually waiting upon you. Change and I'll change. Change and I'll change. Change and I'll change how I'm playing out. I'm playing out this way because this is how you have wanted me to play. Life is actually waiting upon you. It's waiting for your orders. How do you give it orders? You give it orders by how you think. What you are thinking about you are giving life orders to play out the movie of your life in that direction. I think I'm done here. If you develop any question, I'm going to open up the group just now. I just want to hear the questions and I also want to hear the feedback. Please don't also be afraid to ask. We are going back to the assignment. Do you think the millionaire version of you would be afraid to say their point? Do you think the millionaire version of you would be afraid to say anything or to even ask or to even express their point? So we are going back to the assignment. I'll try by all means to upload this video so that you re-listen to the assignment that I've just given you. We are done.